On Wednesday, Brazil's Superior Electoral Court announced that it is going to grant President-elect Lula da Silva his election diploma 1 week earlier than planned on December 12th. In Brazil, our correspondent Brian Meir explains what this means.
Responding to a request filed by the Brazilian Workers' Party, today the Superior Electoral Court announced that it's going to move up the date by 1 week on which it will grant President-elect Inacio Lula da Silva and Vice President-elect Geraldo Alckmin their election diplomas. The election diploma is a tradition in Brazil. It's a law that took effect initially in 1946, which represents a date in which the courts finally recognize the results of the election. After this date, it becomes much harder to contest election results because of fraud. Now, it's important that the date moves up to the 12th of December because after this date that the diploma is granted, there's a window of 15 days in which people can still legally contest the election results. If the diploma had been granted on the 19th as initially planned, this would mean that on Inauguration Day, there could still be open complaints of fraud. Since we know that Steve Bannon, Jason Miller, and other American far-right operatives are working with the Bolsonaros to try and develop a kind of big steal narrative, this is important because a lot of people are worried that there could be some kind of January 6th style Capitol incursion event in Brasilia on the date of Lula's official inauguration on January 1st. Recognizing the electoral victory 1 week earlier closes the door on controversy on this day and increases the chances that the inauguration will go through without any glitches. It's an important event in Brazil. So moving this date up to December 12th is good news for President-elect Lula. It's good news for the Brazilian and the Latin American left. And it's a sign that democracy and the public institutions in Brazil are functioning properly.